In a world that moves faster every day, we often forget to pause, to breathe, to notice. TOEM, a photo adventure, is a video game developed and published by the Swedish studio Something We Made. In TOEM, you play as a young traveler who is set on a journey by their nana, with nothing more than a vintage camera with dynamic zoom, to photograph the natural phenomenon called TOEM. To complete this task, you'll have to travel to different locations by bus. In order to progress through the game, you'll have to help the locals with their problems. In doing so, you'll receive a stamp for your community card, and having enough stamps allows you to travel to the next area. The game features no timers. You can't fail a task. There is no pressure. Just you, your camera, and a world waiting to be seen. TOEM's world is built for presence, not progress. Its black and white art style strips away distraction, inviting you to focus on shape, movement, and detail. And also sound plays a quiet but essential role in TOEM's mindfulness. The soundtrack, composed by Jamal Green and Launchable Socks, is gentle, often fading into the background, allowing the natural sounds of the world to come forward. You hear the rustle of leaves in Oakville, the distant call of seagulls in Stenham. The soft crunch of snow underfoot in Kiribati. These aren't just ambient effects, they help you become present through sound. TOEM shows us that sometimes stopping to smell the flowers is the only way forward, that slowing down and being present in the moment can get us closer to our goals. It teaches us to be mindful. Although mindfulness is a very broad term with very different definitions depending on who you ask, my definition is as follows. Mindfulness is a practice of being present in the moment, being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, and your surroundings. It's about finding peace in the now. But TOEM doesn't just encourage mindfulness, it ritualizes it through the simple act of taking a picture. In TOEM, your camera isn't just a mechanic. It's a lens, literally and metaphorically, through which you engage with the world. Unlike most games where the camera is passive, in TOEM it's active. You don't just use it to document, you use it to discover. Each photo is more than a collectible. It's a moment of connection between you and the world. A pause, a breath, a choice to see rather than just look. In Oakville, the first place you visit, you'll receive a photography challenge. This challenge is by far one of the easiest and most straightforward ones you'll receive. You'll have to photograph a pine tree, a mossy rock, and an axe. 3 very ordinary and common items, especially in a forest environment. Yet, without this challenge, players would never have taken a photo of these objects. This is a practice of mindfulness, in seeing the beauty in everyday items and in being aware of your surroundings. In Kiribati, we come across a sign telling us about the famous mountain goat choir, but when we sit down to listen to their song, the goats appear to have left. It is now on us to reassemble this choir so we can listen to their song. We do this by simply walking around the area and listening for a bleating goat on a mountaintop. To get the goats back to the choir, we simply have to look at them through our camera. No pictures necessary, just looking with intent. After having assembled the goat choir, we can sit back and listen to their beautiful song. The game's namesake, TOEM, is a mysterious phenomenon you're told to seek, a rite of passage you have to fulfill, the one reason you set out on this adventure in the first place. Upon reaching your final destination and climbing to the mountain summit, you witness it. TOEM. An awe-inspiring moment at the end of a long journey. You take your final picture, after having completed what you set out to do. After returning home and showing the picture of TOEM to your nana, after you've officially completed your journey, you receive one final reward. A walk down memory lane with all the pictures you've taken across your travels to all different locations. As you flip through your photo album, each image becomes a memory, not of a task completed, but of a moment lived. These aren't just pictures, they're reminders of how you move through the world, with kindness, curiosity, and presence. This might sound cliche, and that's because it is, but this is the moment where you realize it's not about the destination, but about the journey. Every step, every snapshot is a meditation, a ritual of noticing, a practice of peace. In a world of noise, TOEM is a quiet invitation to slow down, to look closer, to be here, now.